Craving some baked mac and cheese? Here is a beginner-friendly recipe that will have everybody going for seconds. It's simple yet efficient. Now, let's get to cooking. So here are the ingredients right here. The full list of ingredients is in the description box below. So I'm starting out with shredding the first block of cheese, and I'm actually going to end up blending the rest of the cheese because it just saves so much time and energy. That thing came in so handy. So once that's done, as you can see here, I'm just going to cut the cheese into like quadrants, little bite-sized pieces. And also noted, at least for my blender, which is the Ninja, I would try not to blend it too much. Like, you don't want to just press and hold it for so long. Just kind of do what I'm doing, which is kind of like pulsing it so it gets it grained but not too over blended. Now it's time to butter our pan. I'm using salted butter, but you can also use unsalted butter. Whatever kind of butter you want to use, it is completely up to you. It really doesn't matter. But I am buttering the pan, and I like to butter my pan like from every corner. Like, I want to be as thorough as possible. All right, so let's head over to the stove now. We're going to have two pots, one for the roux and then one to boil the macaroni. So in the pot where we're going to make the roux, you're going to take your other stick of butter and put it in there to melt. And in your other pot, add the chicken stock and put it to high heat so it can begin to boil. And also feel free to add any extra water that you feel is needed for the pasta to properly boil. Now that it's boiled, we're going to pour in the pasta, and then we're going to let it cook until it's al dente. So don't let it completely cook. Now back to the pot with the roux, we're going to add our heavy cream. So this right here is a quart of heavy cream, and I didn't quite use the whole bottle. I'll use maybe like a quarter of it, 3/4 of it. So there was like a quarter left. And then after that, I added some milk, and I added about 2 cups of that as well. And then after the milk, then I'm going to add the sour cream. The sour cream, about, I would say, 3/4 of a cup. Now you want to add the onion powder, the paprika, the garlic powder, black pepper, and the salt. We're going to put the Cajun seasoning in after we add the cheese. So once the seasonings are mixed in, it's time to add the cheese. When you're adding the cheese, don't feel like you have to add the whole bowl because you do want to have some cheese left over to sprinkle on top. Now gently mix until the cheese is completely melted. Now we're going to add our Cajun seasoning. My personal favorite is the Slap Your Mama seasoning. No, this is not sponsored. It really just is my personal favorite. And we're going to whisk that in once again. So once the pasta is at al dente, you want to drain it and then pour the pasta into the pot with the roux. So we're going to make our way over to the baking pan, and I am going to pour the roux inside, and then I'm going to take the remainder cheese, that I have left in my bowl, and then just sprinkle the rest on top. I try to get as much covered as you can. I try to get into the perimeter as well as the inside because I want it completely coated with cheese. Add the foil on top and make sure that it is completely secure, and we're going to toss it in the oven for 45 minutes. And there you have it, you guys. There's the simple mac and cheese recipe for you. It was a hit in my household. Everybody loved it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.